ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community. I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're just going to be discussing, so far I've been putting together a custom, and I got a bunch of parts here. This is going to be for my custom Desert Fox. So far I'm working on some parts to put on this thing. So far, let's look at what I've got. This right here, this is going to be kind of like a back panel for the lower back of the vehicle. And what I'm going to do here is I've cut this out, and I'm going to mount these three little plates here. Kind of give it a little contrast, break it up a little. And that's going to go on the lower bottom of the vehicle. All right, so if you notice here, it has a little circle there, and that is going to be for this part. This is going to be the folding back door of the custom. There it is. So far I've done all this by hand, just customizing, cutting out things, trial and error, just seeing what I can come up with. I got the idea of using Meng bolts. And that's M-E-N-G bolts. And these are pretty cool, man. You just cut them out, glue them on, and they actually look like riveted parts or bolted on parts. So, I mean, that part is pretty cool. So next, I've come up with this part because I wanted to mount this on, but there was no way really for me to mount it. So I made this brace, which is going to serve two purposes. One is going to complete the back hatch. So the back hatch is going to be a little longer thanks to this much coming out. And it's also going to mount up to the walls, so that I can then mount this to here and on, and then that will mount to there, and then I'll have a flip down back gate. So, I mean, everything I've done here was made with styrene, and I used some Meng bolts. I mean, working with styrene is very difficult at first, but then it turns out that it's really cool, because once you get the hang of it, you kind of get better to where you can now just cut these things out and make these things come to life. Also here, I got these two. Let me adjust that there, fix that a little. I got these two pipes that I painted up. This is also styrene, and I painted these up. And what I'm going to do is I wanted to get a base coat on them so I can clean them up, and then I'll repaint them a little later, because I got some other stuff to paint. So I could paint them up a little later, make them look a little cleaner. And then these are going to be the running rails of the vehicle. So far, I'm not ready to reveal what how this vehicle is going to look. I've never actually assembled the parts. Everything's just been trial and error. So let's move this off to the side. I got one more part, well, one more series of things that I want to show you guys. Here is going to be my back. This is going to be the back section, and this is just the beginning, of course, made with styrene, threw some Meng bolts on, but there's going to be more life in this area here. I'm also going to paint this part black, so that way this is going to mount here, and then I'll have my railing running across the top. I'm going to do maybe some things here that'll make it look like railing and all that. Trying to make this thing a cool little gadget here. So this part right here, if you're wondering, this was made with edge protector, and that's pretty much this stuff right here. I got it in a few different sizes, and yeah, this is the size that I use to make this with. Is nice, easy to use, and it's paintable. So that's what I'm going with for this back section here, and that's what you're getting. So ultimately what it's going to look like is this will be the back. This is going to mount just below, like here. See if I can get that on there. And then you'll have your, since I can't get that to mount on, I'll just show you. And then you'll end up having your back gate like so. So I mean, I've been having a great deal of fun with this build. I mean, I wouldn't say this is where I've been. I've had a few issues with keeping the videos going on the channel. Hopefully, in a little bit, I can get my stuff together, and I can get back in line with the videos and try to get some persistence again. Here's some other panels that I made. These are going to go on these are going to actually cover the doors. So by the time I'm done, this Desert Fox vehicle is going to look very different from what it used to look like. These here will get painted. I think I'm going to go with green here. I'm not sure yet, but I might go with green railing. So this will end up being green with the black panel, which is going to be these painted in black, going across, and then the green is going to break up the color scheme, and then be a railing going across. So I guess I'm going to end this video right here. I'll update periodically on what I'm doing with this thing, and I hope you enjoy this video. Let's keep this going. I will be back. I'm not going to slouch any longer. Let's get this thing going. All right. So peace. Got any questions? Feel free, put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience. All right. Thank you.